Morning, y'all. Good morning. This is Corey J. I'm talking about Flight Attendant Diaries this morning. Thank you all for your well wishes about me being safe out here in these skies, in these airways. Man, I haven't done Flight Attendant Diaries in a really long time. Hey, Regina, thank you for tuning in. So I just wanted to pop on and kind of just talk about it. What it's like out here now, post COVID-19. I can't say post because it's still kind of going on, but it's different out here. It's so different right now. Like, it's so heartbreaking, to be honest with you, because I'm not used to seeing the airport so empty. I'm not used to seeing all these stores closed down. I'm not used to seeing my flights so empty. It's just so heartbreaking, guys. And listen, this is last night's face because I did a red eye last night, and I'm just kind of winding down from my work day. So I should be asleep, but you know how it is when you get off, when you're working, you're tired as hell, but then when you're done working, you kind of get your second wind, but the gym's not open, so I can't go work out and tire myself out so I can sleep real good. So I'm just gonna come out and talk to you guys. Hey Karen, hey Brienne, thank you guys for watching. So just talking about Flight Attendant Diaries. I used to do this before, like a while ago, just come on and talk about my week, my work week, my trips, and just a lot of you guys ask me questions about being a flight attendant. So I'm just coming on this morning since I can't seem to sleep, which I should be doing right now because I've been up all night. I just want to talk about what's going on out there. Hi Rhonda, thank you for watching. It's crazy out here. For me as a flight attendant to see, to go from being really busy to trying to find something to stay occupied during the flight, because the flights are empty. The airports are freaking empty. And it's so heartbreaking for me. I don't know how any other flight, if any flight attendants are watching, how you guys might feel about this, or, just traveling alone. This year is just going to be, it's going to be a different summer because we're not going on vacations. We're not fraternizing the way we used to. Everything is just changed. It's just different. I fly for American. Hey Kenyetta, hey Bajile, that's Majile. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly because I hate when people botch my name. So thank you. Yes, I am going to actually turn it into a podcast now that I actually have the courage to do so. If I could do it on Facebook, I certainly can do it a podcast about it, right? But yeah, it's just really weird. Hey Megan, thank you for watching. To see the airport so empty, and it's just yesterday my heart, like, I almost cried in the airport. Y'all already know I'm sensitive, okay? So don't make fun of me. Don't charge it to my heart. But it's just different, It's not like it's empty because people just aren't flying because, they don't feel like going on vacation. We can't. Our freedom is like gone. I don't know if anybody else is feeling like that, but I feel like as a free country, we have no freedom right now. And it's around the world. It's worldwide. It's not just the USA. But it's just really crazy to be working and you see like 5 people literally sitting in your section for your flight. And that's no exaggeration. That's like 5 people. My flight from LA to Miami last night, coming in this morning, was about 30 people, maybe, which is unheard of. Normally that flight is packed out. But because of social distancing as well, we have to have everybody spread out now. And let me tell you, it was just really weird. Even us as flight attendants now, we congregating on the jump seat. We are sitting separately now, as opposed to two people sitting together. It's like they're making provisions for all of us to try to be as safe as we possibly can. Hey Marlon, thank you for tuning in. However, it's just weird. We're working with masks on, and as we should. So it's like, why wear a face full of makeup? Because it's going to be all over your mask anyway. And so I was like, yeah, well, tonight when I go back to work, I'm just going to make sure my eyes look good and learn how to smile with my eyes, because all this is covered up anyway. You can't see anything else. People can't hear you because you're talking to them through a mask, and people are scared to take, a snack. One woman didn't even want pretzels for her kids. She was like, no, we're good, we're okay, it's okay. No, we don't want to drink, we don't want nothing. And I don't blame her, because they don't know where our stuff is coming from, although it's packaged up very nicely. Hey Travis, hey Roseanne, thank you for tuning in. It's still that fear surrounded by COVID-19, that nobody wants to touch anything, nobody wants to drink anything that's not from their own house or from purchased from a store. And even that, so most of the stores are closed, so people can't get anything in the airport. And that was weird for me, because my routine, I have a routine before I do a red eye. I have to get some fruit snacks. Maybe that's the mom in me, I don't know, but I have to have fruit snacks. That's like my, I guess, sugar thing to keep me up during a red eye flight. And I couldn't even get that. I couldn't get any of that. So I was like, well, dang, can a Hudson News be open somewhere? Because, people need something. It's just crazy how everything has changed so much with travel, and I know my birthday's coming up next month, and I know I had some serious birthday plans that can't happen now, I didn't do 40 big, but 43 was going to be real special. It still is, because I'm going to be, home with my children, but, I had plans, but everything is just so different. It's just completely different, guys. Whatever your summer plans are, I hope that we can make the best of our summer vacationing, or what was going to be our summer vacation, wherever it is that we all are going to be, because it's just not the same. And I can imagine when this is over, guys, I can imagine it's still going to be different. People are probably still going to be afraid to travel for a very long time, because of how much fear the media has put into all of us about this pandemic. I have my conspiracy theories about it, but that's for a whole other conversation. I will just simply say that I think that this is all a setup for something else, because it's going to pass. Hey Tammy, thank you for watching. It's going to pass, but it's going to come back at another time, but if we are on lockdown now, can you imagine how it's going to be when they really put their agenda, when they really get their agenda in order? Because this is bigger than just COVID-19. I'm so ready to catch a flight. I can imagine, I'm so ready to go to the beach. I live in Florida, and I can't even go to the beach, sis. I can't stand it. I can't take it that I can't go to the beach. My son is ready to go to the pool. He's like, Mommy, when are they going to open up the pool? And I, listen. Hi, Monica. Thank you for watching. But yeah, being a flight attendant now is just, it's weird. It's weird. I mean, I love my career. I love what I do. I'm proud of all my colleagues who are still working in the midst of all this, and still on the front line, because we are on the front line too, because we still taking people who need to go somewhere, wherever they going. Hey Cazetta, thank you for tuning in. Hey Monica. And it's just crazy. Well, I mean, some people are going to work, some people are going to go see their family members, some people have lost family members, so they're flying. They can't have funerals. They can't have funerals. That's crazy. You can't even bury your family member because of all of this, but if you ask me, I tell you, it's a whole other agenda going on. This is just the beginning, in my opinion. It's just the beginning for what's to come in a few more years. 2020, this is just the beginning. It started off crazy with Kobe Bryant and his daughter and all the other family, those families that died in that helicopter crash, and then it just kept on going from there. Although COVID-19 appeared last year and in the fall. So why is such a panic now? It's mind-blowing for me, because this outbreak happened in October of last year. October. I mean, we knew about it. Maybe the public didn't know about it, but we knew about it. The airline industry, we knew, because we couldn't stop. We had to stop a lot of our flying, slowly but surely, over in Asia. So this isn't just happening in January, in February of this year. This has been going on. And now all of a sudden the death toll is going up. All of a sudden. But it's been around since October. Hey Melissa, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, it just had me, I had a lot of time to think about all of this stuff on my flight in this morning because the flight was so daggone empty pretty much. But it's just making me think about travel going forward. Who's going to want to travel abroad after we are released and back out into our freedom? Who's going to want to travel? I'm still going to want to travel. Not simply because I do it for a living, but because I love to travel. That's, why I do this for a living, because I love to travel. So, I'll probably still throw a dart on my, your world map and figure out where it is I want to go for the rest of 2020, because I'm going somewhere. I don't care if nobody else is there, but I have to. I can't wait till they release all of this so that we can get back to life as usual. Well, not as usual, but some sort of normalcy, especially with travel is concerned. I'm still going to want to travel too. Yeah, we have to, I hope that when the dust settles and they get their agenda together, because, they all got one, that we're able to still just enjoy that part of living. Because most of the time you work, you save your money for a nice vacation away somewhere else, in another country, the islands, or whatever. Although America, we do have some great places. We have some wonderful, wonderful things all within the USA. We do. But it's so nice to be able to travel to Paris or London or Germany or, Greece. Africa, for crying out loud. Africa is absolutely beautiful. There's so many beautiful places out there that we still have yet to see. And, this is all affecting everybody in such a different way. And people who are used to traveling on a regular basis, I can imagine what y'all are going through right now because you're kind of grounded, People will be more cautious about traveling. I hope so. I hope that people will continue to clean their tray tables and clean their seats. And let me tell you something. Hey Pat, thank you for watching. Hey Dr. Stephanie, I have never seen these airplanes so freaking clean. Okay? I have never seen passengers clean these planes as much as they do now. Why weren't y'all doing this before? That's my big question. We weren't getting on airplanes wiping everything down. We were just assuming that they were already clean, right? Till you pull the tray table down and you see it's still sticky from the person who sat there before you, or 2-3 people before you, Then you're like, ew, they don't clean the plane. And now everybody's doing it because of this pandemic thing going on. So I just want to know, how come, if y'all travel so much, how come y'all weren't doing all of this before? Why weren't you bringing on your bleach wipes, your Lysol wipes, and your wet ones to wipe everything down prior to? I'm just saying. We should always, I've always wiped down my area because I work for the airline, so I know that it's not cleaned all the time for every flight. But frequent flyers, y'all should have been doing this a long time ago. Hey Celeste, thank you for watching. What was the question? Let me pull this down. At this point, traveling abroad is safer than here. I think so as well, because, I don't know. Everybody everywhere. Hey Millicent, everybody everywhere has got masks on, gloves on, and let me just make a point about the gloves, guys. It's one thing to wear a mask, but if you're gonna wear gloves and touch everything, what's the point of wearing gloves? Okay, because you're wearing gloves to protect your hands. Hey Latanza, thank you for watching, but at the same time you're touching everything else. You're better off just not wearing gloves and getting up and going washing your hands or using hand sanitizer, because the gloves aren't protecting anything if you're touching everything with the gloves on, still picking up your phone, still touching your mask, still touching your face, still touching your bags. Hey Pat, I'm in Miami, Pat. I just got here like an hour ago, and I can't sleep. So I decided to pop on and do a series of flights in the diaries, which I haven't done in a little while. Hey Gerald, thank you for tuning in. So, I just wanted to kind of chat about how different flying is now from my end, and how things are looking, and how strange it is just to see empty airports. And hey Charity, thank you for tuning in, just to see how the stores are closed down. I mean, even Starbucks is my heart was hurt yesterday, guys, because I normally, like I said, I have a routine, and besides going to go get my fruit snacks, okay, I always get a medicine ball from Starbucks before my flight, because coffee puts me to sleep. So like right now I'm drinking tea. Coffee puts me to sleep, so I normally drink a medicine ball or a cup of tea during the red eye so I can stay awake with my fruit snacks. And both Starbucks were closed, and I'm just like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Starbucks held on the longest because Starbucks was closed. I mean, Starbucks was open for the longest time, and then to see last night that they were closed, my heart was like, even Starbucks, come on. Then when will this be over? I'm over it. I'm so over it. Closing Starbucks, I'm done. I'm finished. It's bad enough we have to sit back and homeschool our kids. I can't even get a cup of Starbucks. Latan's are right. I sanitize, wash my gloves, and then I'm going to it, but then I go to start wipe down my bags whenever I go. Well, that's good, Latanza, because not everybody thinks to do that. And everybody thinks to wash their their hands while the gloves are on, just to keep, if you're going to wear the same pair of gloves. Now, me personally, I actually, every time I touch something, I throw the gloves away and get a new pair, because just for sanitation. I've always done that though. I've always worn gloves during my service on the flight, because I don't like, the cans are sticky sometimes. And so I hated the fact that I was touching a sticky can and giving it to somebody. So for me, I always wore gloves. So this isn't anything new for me. As far as wearing the gloves, but I always change my gloves out. So, I just recommend that if you guys are going to wear gloves, please buy yourself a box of gloves and just change them out, because you can't even find sanitizer anymore, because all of a sudden everybody want to clean their hands. I'm just confused about that too. I thought I was the only one. Coffee puts me to sleep too. Nope, Dr. Stephanie, coffee, I drink coffee and I'm knocked out. So normally, in the rooms, I will put coffee on so I can sleep with little babies, but not today. I'm not using the coffee pot. I threw my little my water in the microwave to make my tea this morning. But back to the sanitizer, guys. Why is sanitizer all of a sudden now like a big commodity when we always should have? I've always traveled with sanitizer in my lunchbox, and people will look at me like I was crazy, but every time after I took off my gloves, I washed my hands and I used the sanitizer, and I would leave it in the galley. Hey guys, here's some sanitizer if you guys want to use it, because we're touching a whole bunch of stuff, especially metal in the galley. So that was always my thing. I don't understand why now it's like, oh, I need sanitizer. You should have been using sanitizer if you ask me. It should have been something that everybody was doing. Now all of a sudden everybody want to clean their hands. Well, were we a dirty country or something? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And it's been months, and I still can't buy a sanitizer. So of course now I'm using alcohol, which is just as good as hand sanitizer. 90% alcohol is what I've been using. Tammy, you have to change your gloves, otherwise it cross contaminate. Yeah, exactly, Tammy. So that's why I don't understand, or I encourage people, now, hey Robert, thank you for watching. If you guys are gonna wear gloves, even going out to the grocery store, I saw that video where the nurse was doing the paint thing, and she was touching her face and paint on it, because it is cross contamination. So just wash your hands, when you travel. There's no need to really wear gloves, because if you're not gonna change your gloves, you're still cross-contaminating all your stuff even after you clean it. So just and unless you're gonna sanitize your gloves, just change them out, or just don't wear them, because it's just pointless, really. Kind of Charity, I wasn't really a heavy hand sanitizer person. I made a point to keep wipes and wash my hands. That's good. I do that. I will, of course, because I have my as a mom, I always kept wipes in my bag, but I've just always been pretty big on keeping sanitizer with me, because you just never know. And then with me being asthmatic, I always knew that if I traveled to certain countries, I was always prone to viral infections. So I always kept sanitizer and Sudafed, just to help me out. The kids always have sanitizer. That's good. And all sanitizer locked up in those teachers' class. But hey, thank you. Yeah, them big giants. Let me use my grammar correct. Those big giant sanitizer bottles that we have to spend $20 on at the beginning of the school year. You know we're not getting it back. You know we're not getting it back, because you know why? Because they're all using it when they travel. That's the big bottle that they're using to wipe down their seats with, and their trays for their kids. Hey, Be Well, thank you for watching. Hey, Tara, thank you for watching Flight Into the Diaries. So yeah, we're just talking about what's going on and the changes out there in travel because of COVID. I can't even talk about the cruise industry. I don't know what they're going to be going through when this is over, how long it's going to take for them to recover. But as airlines, listen, I used to complain. Okay, so quick confession, I used to complain. Hey, Tasha, thank you for watching. About how packed and how needy some people are on these flights, especially coming to Miami from LA. Needy. Every 5 minutes, ding, 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 ding. I mean, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're supposed to be sleeping. I don't understand, because if you were home, you'd be knocked the hell out right now. Why do you want to ding me? Why do you want me to get up out my jump seat to come see what you want? Right? Now I'm like, can y'all just ask for something, please? Do you need me to do anything? Can I do something for you? Do you need me to? Hey, can I pick up that trash for you? Oh, it's not garbage. Oh, it was a bag laying there. You don't want me to take it for you anyway? Can I hold it for you? Is there anything I could do for you? Now I have to ask people to do something, because y'all not asking for nothing no more. See, I kind of miss that now. I don't hate it here anymore. So you just like, I hate it here. Now I'm like, no, I love it here. I love all of you. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me employed. Thank you for still flying. Thank you. I don't have any food to give you, but you want some pretzels? You want a big bottle of water? I got a big one. I'll give it to you. You want it? Hey, James, thank you for watching. I miss being full, believe it or not. I miss having a full service to do. We used to complain about 3 services, and now it's like we barely do 1. And I'm like, just ding. I thought I was hearing down. I'm looking down the aisle all night long, and nobody, huh? Nobody wants anything? Nobody? No? Okay. 5 minutes later, hey, can I get you anything? Are you sure you don't want it? Are you sure? Because I have plenty. I have plenty of water and soda back here. I can't give you alcohol, but are you sure you don't want anything? How many people are on flights? My last flight, only 11 people on there. Yeah, this flight from Miami to LA was like 30 people, maybe like 28 in the back cabin, and there were a few people in first class, so maybe close to 40 altogether, which for a Boeing airplane, that's like, it's empty. Used to taking 20 minutes to deplane, and now it's done in 5 minutes, and you're still getting all your stuff together, because normally we get our stuff together and we're waiting for everybody to get the hell off the plane, and we're like, get off. Why are you just now taking time to get all your 5 kids together and all their backpacks and all their blankets and all their pillows when everybody's getting off the plane? You knew we were landing 10 minutes ago. Now we're waiting on each other as a crew, because it's like, and we're not used to people getting off so quickly. Yeah, they are trying to minimize their contact, Charity, I'm sure. Hey, Patrice, thank you for tuning in. And I think, it's great, but I got gloves on, so nobody's touching me, but I miss the hustle and bustle of my job. I say that now, and then when everything gets back to normal, y'all gonna see me on here talking about some chow. But it really has actually given people a better attitude towards us as well. That is the one thing I will say I appreciate now. Hey, Marla, thank you for watching. That this has given people a better attitude towards flight. People aren't as nasty as they were before, because honey, let me tell you, what is the word I'm looking for? Not self-righteous, but some people would really get on and just absolutely feel the entitlements. Okay, that part, the entitlement. I can't believe that some people really get on a plane and start treating us like we are servants from back in 1862. It's like, no, 2020, yeah, that's where we are now. And even last year, it was like really, really, really bad. People were just not nice and not pleasant, especially to those of us who have a little bit more melanin in our skin. And at going to certain cities, I would drop those trips real quick if I could, because it's like, oh no, I'm not dealing with anybody snapping their fingers, excuse me, miss, poking me just to get my attention, or instead of just call me by my name, because we wear badges, we wear them, and you can see our names very clearly, and we also wear name tags that have our names on them. But why people want to go, excuse me, miss, excuse me, don't touch me, bring your flight attendant call button and I'll come to you. But now it seems to be very different. People are a lot more polite, they're a lot more respectful, they actually say thank you, which is a big deal, because some people just wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that you just handed them something. It's like, where's your manners? You don't have to look me in the face, but at least say thank you. At least show a little bit of gratitude, because we're not just waitresses in the sky. I know people like to think that, but we are safety professionals. We're there to save your ass if anything were to happen on that plane. I'm pretty sure now people are like, well, I don't know how much more respect they're having, but they have a better idea of exactly what it is we do. Us giving you Coke and soda and water and peanuts and pretzels, that's like the least of what we do when we're on those planes. So yeah, that's the most pleasant part of what's going on right now, is that everybody's nice. And see, the hustle, I bet you guys are vital. Thank you. The hustle and bustle must make the time go by quicker. Chair, yes it does. It sure does. So when you have a 6-hour flight and you got 30 people and nobody wants anything, we are praying in the back, like, please, Lord Jesus, please let me stay awake. Please let me stay awake. Woo! You saying some serious prayers to keep your eyes open, because not everybody, sleeps all day just to be up all night. Some of us have, I have to commute, so I have a 2-leg commute anyway. So I spend 8 hours getting to work just to fly 5 back to the East Coast. But I love LA, so that's why I do it. So I'm hoping people are more kind overall after all of this. I hope so as well. I hope it continues, because it's like that now, but I hope it actually continues after we're able to start living our lives again with some sort of sense of normalcy. And I hope this is not really the new normal. I hope it's this quarantine, being able to having to stay in a house and not going anywhere, and lines, and you got to tape where you got to stand. And my theory behind that, again, is one world order. They're preparing us for that. Control, complete control. I mean, if they're trying to do away with freaking the post office so they can control who they can watch who's getting what, it's all just boiling down to one world order. That's my theory. I could be wrong, I doubt it, but yeah, there's too much going. There's too much taking our freedom away from us so that they can have control. This is supposed to be a free country. A lot of our amendments are being broken right now. A lot of the Constitution is being broken right now. Anyway, but that's for another video. So go, yes, you want it to up on you and they be touching you. Yes. Oh gosh, I can't stand it. It's like, we have flight attendant call buttons for a reason, and they are annoying to us. They are. We hear it in our sleep sometimes. They go off so much. However, that's what they're there for. The one thing, please don't, you don't gotta tap your flight attendant. Just We hate that with a passion, like with a big H, just a capital H. We hate it. Just you don't gotta touch me. Just, ding. We see it light. Come on, we're gonna come, not running, but we're gonna walk as slow as we, we're gonna walk to you. We'll get to you, but just don't touch me. I had one person poke my butt as I walked by just so I can take his trash. I just looked and walked away because I'm like, if I open my mouth right now, I'm liable to get fired, or I'm gonna be on CNN for what I want to say. So I just came back with a nice little slip and put it on his tray table. It's like, if you ever touch me again, you'll be arrested when we land. Okay? Hey Erica, thank you for watching. So thanks guys for tuning in and Flight Attendant Diaries. I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I'll keep up with it and do a podcast about it. Evolution. Wow, it's been a long time since I've seen you online. How you been? And again, guys, thank you for tuning in. But you guys know I do heart and soul conversations. Tune into the podcast. Tune in to my lives talking about surviving narcissism and other domestic violence situations coming out of toxic relationships. There's so much great information that is on those lives and on those podcasts. So please tune in every week when I go live. And when I post the link to the podcast, go and download it, guys. I appreciate your support thus far with Heart and Soul, and over the years when I've been doing Flight Attendant Diaries. Hey, Melanie, thank you for watching. So please, please, please continue to support and like and share all the information that you guys see from me, because I love what I do when it comes to coaching. I love what I do when it comes to being a flight attendant. So I'm getting the best of both worlds when it comes to being able to share what I do with the world and to share my gift with people. That's what I'm here for. We all have a purpose and we all have a gift, right? Being a flight attendant, some of us are just good at it. It wasn't always my dream to be a flight attendant, but it happened to be something that I enjoy. It happened to be something that I'm good at, so I stick with it. So I stick with it. But I also, with my business, I also enjoy that as well. I actually love, 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 love seeing the evolution of people going from broken to whole and healed. That is my passion. I absolutely love that part. And I love watching myself, as a matter of fact, growing from one place to the next, to the next, to the next, because we are all evolving, right? Yes. So, also with the Survivors Lounge, guys, join me over there too, because I go live in there and I give some tips that I don't share on my personal page when I do my lives during the week. I used to just do it only on Sundays, but I'm trying to do it more often now because I'm getting more inboxes and more questions about toxic relationships and about narcissism and what a narcissist looks like, smells like, what you can look out for. That is what I'll be giving you guys during those conversations. Heart and Soul podcast is piping hot right now. That's Rob's Piping Hot podcast. He's also great, guys. I'm gonna put his information in the comments too, because his people, Piping Hot podcast, they go live every Monday with their podcast, and they have some real talk, real conversations as well. So he is definitely somebody you guys want to follow. Hey Coco, hey Taiwo, thank you for watching Flight Attendant Diaries, guys. This has been fun. I love doing Flight Attendant Diaries because I can just really be myself. I don't have to be so serious. I don't have to be so serious with Heart and Soul conversations. Sometimes I feel like I gotta just be so serious all the time, because talking about domestic violence and talking about narcissism is just such a serious thing. But I like to make people laugh. I like to let my hair down, So anyway, guys, I hope you guys can tune in with me on today is Tuesday. So see, my days get mixed up too when I'm flying, especially these red eyes. I was about to say today's Monday. So tomorrow I'll actually be going live for Heart and Soul conversations to talk about surviving narcissism and the things that narcissists hate. I had to go back to the basics because people were starting to ask me questions that I had covered in previous videos, but they're somewhere like way down in the timeline. So I'm just kind of bringing it back to the surface so that we can get to the point where we're starting to heal from all this. Let's take the time that we have down to really, really, really deal with our issues and to really heal and to really just get it together, clean our houses, clean our hearts, mend some fences, mend some relationships, burn some bridges that need to be burned a long time ago. Anyway, we'll talk about that stuff tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching Flight Attendant Diaries. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I think that I probably could get some sleep now. I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Till next time. Ciao.